What up, Delta Version Nation? What? Is there something behind me? I don't see anything. I ain't seeing none. What? This? What? Is there something on my face? Is there something on my face? I don't see anything. I really don't see none. Seriously, guys, you're really not very good at describing things. Wait, what? Okay, I'm touching my cheek. Yes, my whiskers are a little bit pointy. Yeah, my nose is a little bit stiff. Yeah, my mouth is a little bit weird, but isn't everyone's? Alright, I'll stop with the charade. Get your Ranger mask. Yeah, it's knockoff, but it's actually pretty thick plastic. I'll show you. Look how thick that is. Look how thick that plastic is. Really thick. So yeah, I will maybe paint that up and make it into a nice mask. So yeah. Now, I had to record this one video again. So yeah, that means I had to do that entire mask twice. Blame this laptop. It decided to interrupt the recording with removing and installing a program after 29 minutes of recording. The fuck? And it didn't even tell me what it was removing and installing. If it's a new program, I'm deleting it, because I don't want another program on this thing. Literally, it's on its last legs. I don't need more shit on it. Sheesh. Now, first off, I'm just going to get out the way of select things. First off, the haul. Now, today is Thursday, which normally means trading day for everyone. Well, for Shane, Rachel, Matt, Kat, and Abby. And Seth, Brandon, George, Zeeth, Harry, and everyone else, really. And Gremlin. Basically, it's trading day. Now, here's the thing. Due to my collections, I am unable to trade. You've seen my Pokemon collection. It is limited. It's nearly 1,000 cards, but it is limited. I was able to bring my box today, my little small deck box. Yeah, I had some nice cards in there. Promo Jigglypuff. I will say that again. Base set Promo Jigglypuff. Yes, I will say that once more for those who do not understand. Base set, meaning Season 1, the first release. Promo, as in pre-release. Only available from tins, special packets, or contests, or even magazines. A Jigglypuff. Only available from tins. Apparently this one is quite rare. That makes my 7th promo. Because I have Polion, Haxorus, Jigglypuff now, Dragonite, Keldeo, and Electabuzz. Yeah. And then there is one more. I know there is one more that has promo on it. And it is a movie card. No, wait, it's Pikachu. Yes, a Pikachu promo card. Yeah. That's 7 promos. That does not include Yu-Gi-Oh! I have one Yu-Gi-Oh! Promo at the moment, as far as I know. Malefic Red Eyes. I can't even use it. Or my Keldeo. Don't know why. They're in these little clear plastic packets. In fact, right now I can show you Keldeo. Keldeo and the Swords of Justice, or Kuran and the Swords of Justice. Here's my Keldeo. Still in the plastic. Unopened. Literally unopened. Completely unable to open it. So, yeah, look. It's still got the thing glued here. Still glued on both sides. So this is unopened. Got this brand new. I haven't even watched the DVD yet. I've already seen the film and I've not watched it yet. If you give me a moment, I will actually try and get hold of my Red Eyes. If I can actually get to it. Pokemon Heroes. It's just a very heavy case. Yeah, this one's actually quite heavy for some reason. Pokemon Heroes. My favourite one because Latias and Latios. I love those two. There it is. There's the motherfucker. I think. Yep, here it is. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time. Oh. For trailer and more information. Has a QR code on the back. Yeah, go ahead. Scan it. Pause the video and scan the QR code. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, that's one feature I need to watch. Original Japanese movie subtitled. Heck, I need to watch that. Feature flashback and trailer. So, yeah. Here's a funny thing. Bonds Beyond Time. Apparently the US didn't get a DVD release. Apparently the UK is the only one that got a release. Yeah. Do you know the really cool part? This. Malefic Red Eyes. Oh man. I don't even know if anyone else in the group has one of these, because seriously, this is a mint card. Still in the plastic. If one of you who's a card collector is capable of telling me how much one of these is worth, unopened, untouched, and mint, how much one of these is worth? A Malefic Red Eyes. 2400 attack, 2000 defense. Limited edition. It says limited edition right there. Right by there. Normally where it says first edition, this one says limited edition. Okay. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be summoned by removing from play one Red Eyes Black Dragon from your deck. There can only be one face-up Malefic monster on the field. Well, it sounds that completely contradicts the film because he summons out Malefic Blue Eyes and Malefic Red Eyes at the exact same time, so stating there can only be one Malefic on the field is kind of stupid. That also means that if both players have Malefics, it's basically a race against time who gets the first one. Malefic monster on the field. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. So, kind of limits, but it's a good, nice card. is basically a last resort. If there is no face-up field spell on the field, destroy this card. Aww. I guess it's a good thing I got Jurassic World and Mountain. So, yeah. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7-star monster, dark attribute, movie 2 EN001, and it is the gold hologram in the corner, and it does say limited edition right there. You can just about make it up. Make it out, I mean. Unfortunately, I cannot get any high resolution images of this because my camera is absolutely shite. But yeah, this is actually most likely the rarest Yu-Gi-Oh card, or actually rarest trading card I own, because it's still in packet. I bet others are still being opened. But yeah, I keep this in the actual packet. So yeah, this thing is actually quite rare. So actually, no, I'll just leave it, because that is 2 promos and they're still untouched. So essentially, if I were to, I could sell those cards on their own and just make a little bit of money, roughly about 10 quid each, I'd say. That's as most as I would get it. So yeah. Now, onto cards that I got today. Now, these are all traded from my friend Matt. I traded him a few base set cards, original series, and a few jungle set. I traded for an Axew and a Fracture, because I already had a Haxorus promo. So I now have these, so I can summon it from Boundaries Crossed. I got a Riolu and Lucario holo. He didn't want to have it anymore. He's got a bunch of Riolu. He's got about 5 of them. So yeah, he only had 1 Lucario. I snagged it before Rachel could get it. I got a Pig Knight reverse holo. I already had Tepig and Embor from Boundaries Crossed, so a reverse holo is pretty, and it's an unused card because I literally got it a day ago. I got a Suicune. It's not really for battle, really. Tsunami, that's the only attack it has. 2 water and 1 colorless. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness or resistance for benched Pokemon. So basically it is not much use, but it is useful. 90 HP, resistance is nothing, weakness times 2 to electricity, and retreat cost is 2, but due to extreme speed, it is 1 less for every water energy attached to it. So basically, if you've charged it up for Tsunami, it basically has no retreat cost, so you can just pull it back any time. So essentially, this would be rather good for my deck. The rest of these are cards that Matt hates. For one simple fact. They're Marwiles. He hates Marwiles. And this is a reverse holo. Do you want to know the amazing part? I have 4 of the exact same print, with a pink background. Oh, that is just beautiful. That is beautiful. And the other 2 are just wonderful. So yeah, I already have one of these in my tin. So yeah, now I have 9 Marwiles. 9 of them. Yes, my 9th Marwile is actually a Holo Phantom EX. Shiny. Well, holo. It is a real card. I did check. Check the backing of it, I checked the print, I checked the border. It is a real one. I've got a lot of Holo Phantom. A lot of Holo Phantom. A lot of them. Just say that again. I have a lot of Holo Phantoms. So yeah. I got a lot of Marwile. So essentially with this, I've got a deck of Marwiles, which is actually not allowed. You're not allowed more of one card. You're only allowed 4 of each. So yeah, with Pokemon, it's not really allowed to have 4 of the same thing. It's just summoning out 2 different evolutions. So yeah, kind of screwing myself over with that, but he said take them because he hates them. He just gave them to me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Pokemon cards. 12 cards from today. And I only traded away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Pokemon I traded away. And I got all these. That is essentially what you would call stealing. But yeah, this is kind of what happens. We just we just go into the crazy. But yeah, that is lovely. That many cards for 5. Weird. Also, I might be getting a new Yu-Gi-Oh card for my deck, a Junk Synchron, which will actually help greatly because I don't have a Junk Synchron for my Junk Warrior. I have Junk Warrior in my extra deck, but I don't have Junk Synchron to play it. I only have 2 tuners. One is X-Saber and the other is Dragonity Banderstock. So I can summon out my other 3 Synchros easy. I just need to use Banderstock for Trident Dragon. Magical Android, I can just summon that out with Synchro. And X-Saber Umbreon, I can just summon that one with Banderstock, and maybe with the other X-Saber tuner, but I have to add that to my deck. I need more purple sleeves. Yeah, I use purple sleeves for my main deck and black sleeves for my extra. Still need to add a few dragons to my deck. So yeah. I will be glossing over my deck at some point. Those will be in the DX tour reviews. So after I've done the review for G12 up there, I will be showing those off. Now, the next thing is something that I've had for quite some time that I've just been touching up on. I'm going to turn up the light here. Yes, I just made the room very, very bright. Because for this, I do actually need you to see her. Yes, this is a girl. This is Dark End Beast X-Ross, one of my oldest characters. You'll probably remember from one of my old story chapters for XDR that I had a character named X-Ross. Even uploaded a few photos of her. Yeah, this is the very same X-Ross. I just keep upgrading her using the exact same parts over and over. This is her latest iteration. Version 5. Seeing as the 2 of the versions I've not shown, because, well, I couldn't really. So, yeah. She has a cannon arm for the left, quite good in the shoulder, limited in the elbow. Very limited. So, yeah, she is very limited in the elbow, but she makes up for in the actual wrist. So yeah. It is all just paneling, so it's not really that much of a mock, but at the time I was limited by parts. I don't like mixing Bionicle with Hero Factory. I hate it so much, I really do. So yeah. Head is that of Rocker, because I have 2 Rockers. So I used 1 head for that. Her right claw is literally a claw. It is literally the claw hand. Thumb, finger, index, and pinky. So yeah, she can legitimately facepalm. She is upset by your stupidity. And now she is offering out her hand to you for a makeup. So yeah, that is basically her right arm. It is fully articulate. So yeah, she can get some pretty good range of articulation on that. So yeah, she can fold up her arm completely. One feature that is actually not... That's the problem with Hero Factory, it just comes off. Here's something that I did not actually intend. She can actually fold her arms forwards and guard with them. Just rotate that round and put it like that. And then there. She can basically guard with her body, like that. Essentially with all the shield parts, she's able to guard. And then with this arm, she's capable of simply just turning it and shooting. So she can essentially guard with her arms alone. So yeah, that's one feature I did not intend on adding to her by putting in those extra joints, but it actually helps quite a bit. Now onto her legs. Let's just move those out of the way. These are literally just panels connected together, but they're actually quite efficient. It hides the insides rather well from both sides. So let's just move that out of the way. It actually hides it here and hides it here, so you've got good range like that. So yeah, by the way, this is the left leg, so to the left side. She has great articulation. All you have to do is just slightly away and she can do that, which is a full 90 degree. So yeah, she has full articulation. In the ankle, it is quite good. She has tilt, forward and back, full tilt, and even a little bit of rotation. Just a little bit of knee rotation. She has full leg articulation in the pelvis. Full articulation. So yeah. Onto her wings. Now there is one thing that you will notice, that she has a fist on her back. Originally this hand had a fist. So yeah, originally this armor plate was actually by here. So originally this was here, and there was a fist on that ball joint. I changed it because I wanted her to have at least one claw. So I moved the fist back there because I didn't have anywhere to put it. Now onto her wings. They are connected by a simple long joint onto a triple ball joint piece. So they have full movement. They can move out, all around, and even up like that to spike. Now, here's something that I like doing with these. Whenever the arms are up like this, I like to simply just fold these around. All you really need to do is just fold down the wings, and then they become jabbing claws. So essentially, she has two sets of arms, and they can essentially be lasers. if her main arms are unable to function, like being in shield mode, then these can act as jabbers, so they can still hit their target. So yeah, that is X-Ross. Well, my Dark End Beast X-Ross. I still have yet to actually do these other Dark End Beasts. I have Dark End Beast 2 Burn, but I have yet to actually finish him because, yeah, it's kind of tricky working on that guy because he's got 2 heads and one of them's on his crotch. Yeah, I'm going to let you think about that. I'm going to let you think about that one. One of his heads is on its crotch. It's a funny idea. It works, but it's not quite right. So, yeah, that is Dark End Beast X-Ross. This is one of my older mocks, and she is still one of my more relevant ones. She is just a beaut. Now, something I want to get into right now is something I've been designing as of lately. Quite a few years ago I actually came up with the concept of failsafe. You know how a failsafe works? It's basically a backup. Basically, this is how it would work. Whenever DX is in a very dangerous situation and he falls unconscious, basically, when that happens, none of his weapons can actually possess him. Azarath can only possess him for a few minutes, at most at most half an hour, at the most, before she starts dwindling. Merloch, she can only possess the head. That's it. Zin can only possess the right arm, and Skellig can only possess the upper torso. None of them can possess the legs, unfortunately. This is where failsafe comes in. Now, failsafe I've actually had longer than Azarath. Surprisingly enough, she is actually stemming from this. Basically, this is failsafe, or as I call him, IT. This is the concept sketches I've had. That's basically what his head looks like. That's his body type, and that is his tail. There is the title failsafe, and up here is his name, IT, and that literally means information technology. He's a cybernetic demon, meaning he only exists up here. When he materializes, he is in the form of a hologram, and even then he is physically incapable of doing anything. He is unable to talk. He physically cannot talk. He has no voice box. In fact, he actually has no internal organs except for his eyes, tongue, and stomach. That's it. And no, muscles do not really count as organs. Next, we have his ref sheet that I have been drawing for the past 2 days. This is basically his entire body. As you can see, he does have really big arms. Problem is, that's as far as I can draw, because just that little line, that is the perforation for the cutting line. I can't draw past that. I can't scale down the head. So this is essentially done at the moment. In here, I have this. Yeah, kind of falls short of this, doesn't it? Yeah, it's supposed to be this, but front on, but it just looks like a lich. And I don't want IT to look like a lich. I want him to be more of the combination of an Arcanine and a lion, along with a, well, Satan. Here's the thing, most of my alternate forms that I draw for DX are actually based on demons. Here's the thing, DX is the student of Hades. Yeah, he's the student of Hades. Take that into a note. His mother is a fallen angel. His father was a demon hunter. Keyword there, was. We'll get onto that someday. So, yeah, demons. Now, since that is out of the way, this is something that's actually kind of important. Now, there should be a video going around the UK called Don't Stay in School. And that means it has nothing to do with actually staying in school. Well, for people, that is. It refers to the academic curriculum. In other words, what we are taught in schools. Now, this song, it is a song done by Dave on the YouTube channel Boy in a Band, because when he made the channel he was in a band, now he is not, so he's just known as Dave from Boy in a Band. So yeah, he is from it. That joke's a little bit overblown, but just flow with it. Now, basically, this video highlights what is wrong with the education system and points out things that are more important, like human rights, basic first aid, being able to identify diseases from physical symptoms, being able to know the laws. It's a big one. Voting, taxes, mortgages, parental care. So, yeah, it's 8 things that they don't really teach you in school, and yet they really should. So this video has actually been getting quite a bit of buzz. It's been tweeted around the UK, even in the US, on Reddit and 4chan. Yeah, I don't go near those websites, mainly because, for one, they don't load, and 2, yeah, my fandoms are not welcome there. Not welcome. They don't explain why, we're just not welcome for some reason. Now, let's see here. Basically, after a short while, he uploaded another video stating about comments on the previous video. These comments were from rather intelligent people and some really stupid people. Yeah, the intelligent people were pointing out the flaws and were suggesting things that could help. And they also posted in the comments that they understood that the video meant the syllabus, not the actual people. The idiots posting comments were people saying, stop whining about having a bad education. Others were saying that they had good educations, so why didn't you? And others were saying, your title is incorrect, you really should change it just so children don't get the wrong idea. Here's the thing, it was children that were getting the right idea, because they were the people who were actually giving solutions. Yeah, even a few teachers were getting involved. Now, 2 days ago, he uploaded a new video. Something's actually happening. The song was tweeted and shared throughout an entire school. to the teachers, to the staff, to the head. Yeah. This one girl contacted Dave and Skyped him, explaining everything, and they've been having assemblies and they've been going over what they could do to give further education to this. So workshops, replacing a few lessons with something that they could actually help people with, and they even went through human rights. There's over 30 human rights. Seriously, freaking hell, how are we supposed to know these when they're not taught to us? And plus, there aren't really that many websites you can actually go to learn them, because, well, for one, a human right isn't really a human right. The law states that a human right is a privilege. Essentially, it's basically saying that we're privileged, that we're, well, allowed to live, and that the law is a right to a privilege. I call bullshit. It's basically, living is a right. So therefore, human rights, we have a right to actually know thy rights, even though police actually don't like it when we do know our human rights, because they start making up fake laws. It actually happens quite a lot. If you want to test this, take a video camera to a public location and just wait for a police officer to come towards you, and they will say that you have to turn your camera off. There are no laws against having your camera on in a public location. The only rule stated that if someone asks you not to record them, then you must abide by that. But if no one comes out and says that they do not wish to be recorded, then you're perfectly fine. So the police have been known to make up false laws. It's literally, just look it up on YouTube. Literally just look it up. It is amazing. And they will abuse their abilities. Heck, they've even tried to do it that you're not allowed to record on your own property. Just because you're looking at them. Apparently, we're not allowed to record the police. They're allowed to record us. So, indecency. So, yeah. That's where human rights come in. We're not taught human rights in school. We really are not. For one, I had a bad education. I really did. I'm not complaining about it, I'm just pointing it out. First off, I have dyslexia. I'm OCD, and I have borderline ADHD. So I have the traits, but I'm not diagnosed. That does mean I can recognise that I have the traits, and I can recognise traits in others. To a degree. Now, here's the thing. My primary school and my high school, they did not acknowledge that I had any issues. So, yeah. I had a hard time learning this stuff, I really did. And I had a hard time paying attention because, well, they didn't make it good. The idea for a teacher is to catch the attention of students. Unfortunately, they didn't do that very well for actually pretty much all of us. Quite a few of us failed tests because, well, it wasn't interesting. We didn't enjoy learning it. The idea of learning is to be able to enjoy what you are learning. Unfortunately, if you do not enjoy what you are learning, then basically you're not going to learn it. So, yeah, that is one way of doing it. If you enjoy what you're learning, sure, you can learn it. But if you are not enjoying what you're learning, then you are not able to learn it without difficulty. Now, I was never taught punctuation, grammar, and spelling. Due to my dyslexia, I had a very hard time reading. Until the age of 12, I could not read a normal book. What all of you would class as a normal book would be, well, for an example, Harry Potter. Yeah. My friend Stephen Lote, he was capable of reading the entire Harry Potter series within the course of a few weeks. Or actually, within the course of 2 weeks, I believe. Because he had all books, well, at the time. He was 1 year younger than me. My problem is this. I was still on the Magic Key books when I was 12. Because I could not read, I could not pronounce words correctly. So essentially, when everyone else in my class was on a book like this, that thick, so I pulled paperback, I was on those tiny little thin Magic Key books. I would go through 4 of those in 2 weeks. I was that bad at reading. I was that bad. It was only until I was 13 that I could actually read a real book. And that was one of my favourites, Eragon. I read it in a week and 3 days. The hardback version. I sped through it. I sped read. Yeah, I could speed read at that time. But due to my dyslexia, I could actually read the Elvish quite well. Other people had a little bit of difficulty because they didn't know how to pronounce it. I didn't know how to pronounce it whatsoever, and I was able to read it. That's the fun of it. Dyslexia. Helps and it doesn't. So, yeah, until the age of 13, I was not really able to read. So, yeah. Heck, for the last year of primary, I just had the exact same book with me, a Digimon book, which just lists off the different cards. Yeah, I got in trouble many times from it, and I mean many times. It wasn't my fault. It was just what happens. So, yeah. Now, here's something that's really cool. Dave, from Boy in the Band, tomorrow, the 6th of March, he is doing a live stream at 6 PM, I believe Greenwich Mean Time, so UK time. And this will be to make a brand new syllabus that will hopefully be submitted to the education boards and maybe get something sorted out. Now, I am in full support. If you wish to watch these videos, I will be linking them in the description, and you can simply just backtrack through my journals until you see "Don't stay in school, comma, your thoughts." Then you'll see 3 videos. The music video, the summary, and what is going on at the moment. But on this, I would like you to also spread the word a bit more. Just keep spreading it on. Just keep spreading it, because this also affects the USA as well. So please, it affects pretty much the entire world. Because it is a concept and a topic that is very much relevant. Education was created to fix ignorance. Unfortunately, there are still ignorance around. So therefore, the education is not working. So basically, it needs fixing. That's what we're here for. We are the community of the internet. We have full reign over what is going on. We want our next generations to be able to understand what it takes to live in a house, being able to do finance, being able to vote, being able to do taxes, being able to care for themselves. Then this is a great opportunity. To think again. Got my jaw ache from talking. And don't say shut up. So yeah, if you are able to get someone who works in schools to show this video, then please if you go to school, if you work at a school, if you visit a school every now and then, please get someone to watch this video. Get them to watch the videos that Dave has done. These are very much relevant. And I mean it, these are very much relevant. And get them to spread their word. Get someone else to spread the word along with your own. This will help greatly for so many people. I had a bad education. That doesn't mean I don't want our next generations to have a bad one as well. So, if you are able to, please, please spread the word. That is the end of that for now. Next, we go on to something that I've been working on. The Death Note book review. I am going to have to drop it. Yeah. I can't continue it because I've lost my motivation to continue with it. At the moment, all I can focus on is trading cards and doing my work. Because at the moment, I'm on media now. Yeah, I'm on a media course. Well, shadowing it. Next week, I'm going to be working on Photoshop for the first time in my life. I have to finish drawing this motherfucker. I have to finish drawing this motherfucker by then. So yeah, that's how it is. I've already got a bunch of artwork I can use to make custom trading cards, because that's what we're going to be doing. I've even done my own custom layout for a card. So yeah, there's that sorted. The only issue here is actually being able to use Photoshop. I've never used it. I can use GIMP. Yeah, I can use GIMP, I've just never used Photoshop. It's kind of tricky. Now, on to other things. We're actually back onto the topic of the review. Death Note is now cut, but that doesn't mean I won't be doing it again. I will be picking it up at some point. But it will have to be at a very much later date, maybe in a month or so. So unfortunately that is not going to happen. I planned on getting the review done in a few weeks, but I can't, so yeah, that's going to have to be cut for now. I'll be able to continue it every now and then by taking 1 or 2 volumes home with me and reading through them, but that's all I'll be able to do. Next on my list is... well, in my last video, I actually showed off some of my Hot Wheels. I'm actually thinking that it might be an idea for me to actually show off all my Hot Wheels. Well, the ones that I can actually get to. So, as a DX Toy Reviews, after that and cards, I will most likely be doing Hot Wheels. So I will be showing off the Hot Wheels I have in my room, on my shelves, because I have a few nice ones. I've got a Police Academy Hot Wheels car. I've got a Rev Rod. I've got a football car. I've got a Yu-Gi-Oh car. I've got Spectre. Actually, I've got 2 Spectres. One's under my bed in a toy box, which I will have to try and dig out. So yeah, I got a lot of Hot Wheels cars, and quite a lot of them are actually still in package. So yeah, there's that. So I will maybe do that, and it might actually be rather enjoyable to see my collection again. Yeah. Hot Wheels is actually something I really do love, and it's one of my hobbies. Now, on to other things. I'm actually working on another Gunpla custom. I'm planning out another one. Gao Rygar. There's Gao Ryuga, and now there's Gao Rygar. Gao Ryuga is DX's mech. Gao Rygar is Necros' mech. Now, Gao Ryuga is based on Genesis, so it uses the Fenice Renacita as the core unit to turn into Shallion G, or Shadow Lion Gundam. So Shallion G. Core unit, 5 other dragons used to make the main unit itself. So it's quite bulky. Now, for Rygar, it is based on Gao Fygar, hence Rai. Basically, I will be using the Age 1 normal for it in £11 kit. So I will be using that. I will hopefully be able to make it a transformable unit, so it will be able to take on Phantom Gao, and it will be doing a Galfar. So yeah, there's that. It will hopefully be able to do the full combination, so I will be making it so the arms detach and then maybe retach, because it will need rockets, shoulder pads, the drill tank legs, and the backpack. I might be able to do the Goldion hammer, I do not know. I really don't know. So there's that. And this is actually quite ambitious because it's Gao Ryuga and Gao Rygar, 2 of my mecha. I've never done Gunpla Custom before, and this is going to be fun. So yeah, I want this to work, I really do. Now, I'm going to end that there. I've got other things I need to talk about, but right now I do actually need to go. So, I will end that here. So, peace on the streets, son. Bye.